Oh, excuse me. I love that that's going to be the first thing on stream is that belch.
You know what? It doesn't feel out of character at all.
I I think that's not true. I only very recently got more comfortable with burping.
Okay, I'm
Not
looking at the
really
stream, looking smooth.
not
Sounds
really a
good.
belcher.
Okay.
I've
All
been
right.
trying.
I think we're good. I was still concerned after
I mean,
the choppiness of our last stream, but
we
I think
gotta
we're
wait
good.
to see, right? Because I don't know that it's gonna show up right away.
Fair.
Woo! How was your? So you said instead of doing a traditional Thanksgiving, you went to meet up and eat with your mom yesterday.
Which didn't happen, unfortunately.
No.
Bro, when I tell you my sleep schedule has been so messed up. You know what time I woke up yesterday?
Mm,
Actually guess what time I woke up. And it's
mm,
ridiculous. Like
2 p.m.
6 p.m.
Nah, get the fuck out.
I woke up at 6 p.m. and I was like, I reached out to mom and yeah, we weren't able to do it because it was too late. And getting out to Astoria isn't easy.
Damn, bro, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go see her next weekend. So I really didn't do anything for Thanksgiving. Mm. How about you? Tell the folks how your Thanksgiving was.
I just made a bomb ass grilled cheese. I'm eating more of it right now. Um, it's fantastic, and I'm very happy. I've been raving about this thing to anyone who would listen, which is not many people, but everybody heard it at least once. Um, and I've eaten a lot of this mac and cheese already. Um, and I'm okay to continue doing so. Mm.
As long as you're not messing up your stomach.
Oh, I probably am. Um, lactose intolerant, right? However,
Same.
I chose cheeses, or most of the cheeses I chose are lactose free cheeses. So they're
Hmm.
like aged or hard cheeses. Um, although I made a roux, which is butter, and
Hmm.
that's dairy, or that has lactose. Um, and then but I used lactose free milk,
Hmm.
but heavy cream also in the bechamel. Which right, you go from a roux to a bechamel to a cheese sauce, because you add the cheese, melt it all together. Combine those bad boys. Ooh, season it up a little bit. Toss it, mix it with the macaroni. Put it in the oven.
I gotta be in the kitchen.
I'm trying to be. Look, truly, the dream is uh, to marry a rich woman and be a house husband.
That'd be,
I,
wouldn't it be nice?
bro, I like. I'll cook. I'll clean. I'll stay home with the kids. You want to take over the world, baby? I love that for you. Here, let me put you on my shoulders. I've been practicing. I've been
I don't know
practicing.
why. I don't know why I pictured you two waking up in bed and you turn to us like, so honey, what are we doing today? What do we try to do every day, sweetheart? Try to take over the world.
Mm. Yes, baby. I love that for you. But also, don't forget we have an appointment at 2 p.m. Uh, you're getting your teeth cleaned. So thank you, honey. Don't kiss me. You didn't floss last night. I'm not kissing you right now.
Don't kiss me. Oh my god, don't kiss me. That's on the list of things I would never want to hear my spouse say. That just don't kiss me. Like what the
Look, I feel like I've noticed over time, um, you're obviously your breath is bad in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and you might be able to get away with like a tap kiss or something with your partner if you guys are okay with that. But I feel like it'll be easier to handle if you actually like if you floss, if you like actually floss, like if you're only gonna floss once a day and you floss, choose at night, because you're not eating anything in the middle of the night.
It's not like the sentiment of not wanting a kiss. The sentiment of not wanting a kiss I can understand completely. It's more the delivery. Like one thing my mom always told me is not it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So just the dry don't kiss me is like, damn. If it was like, sweetheart, can you mind just brushing your teeth first and not kiss you
No,
afterwards? Something like that.
no.
But just the dry don't kiss me feels like a punch to the
I'm
chest.
trying to convey that this has been a conversation that's happened multiple times. Okay,
Okay.
that's right. You when you're just getting with somebody, the sweet like, oh baby, you got it. Like yes, right. Like you be all sweet and shit with that when you're early on in the relationship. But when y'all been together for a while,
Mhm.
bro, your breath stink. Do not try to put your tongue in my mouth. I love you. Keep your tongue in your own mouth until you brush the hell out of that tongue. It's not for me. I don't want it. Out here looking like Venom.
Why does why does a relationship over time mean like maybe I haven't been in a long-term relationship in a while. I don't know why comfort equates to being mean to your partner.
I nobody said that, and I don't think that I don't think that that is how it should be, but I do think that that does tend to happen, right? Because what is it? I've heard people say familiarity breeds contempt, right?
Okay,
The
I've heard
more time you spend with somebody, the more familiar it is, and it's like
mhm.
I don't know, especially if you don't have any space away from the person to
Yeah.
appreciate the good, or you don't have the mindset to just like straight up appreciate the good. Our minds always replay the bad because that's how we protect ourselves. So that's
True.
just going to be something that like you'll always think about the bad for a long time. And then like, man, I can't fucking stand this person. And then be away for a little while and be like, oh, I miss him. And fucking the things that you hated are now the things that you miss. Fucking the way their toe used to scratch me awake in the middle of the night and
I guess. Yeah, cuz those things that even if they're negative, they're associated with this person that you feel so lovingly for. So I guess
yeah.
I could see it. Oh, I
Oof.
miss how she used to leave hair in the sink and it would get jammed
See,
up. Now
nah, that
everything's
it
been
like at that point you're a sociopath. I like I'm afraid of you. You miss the hair she used to leave in the sink, brother.
Listen, people miss some weird shit, bro.
Get a snake. Get a drained snake. Go ahead, pull out some of that hair. See if you still like let that stench hit your nose. See if you still miss it. Brr.
Bro,
No, thank you. Hold on a second.
what is
Did
it?
I? Oh, okay, no, we're good. I like. I had one of those moments where I was trying to
Mhm.
remember, like where I was trying to remember if I took something out of the oven, uh, and it's been a while.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh god. Right, remembering now if I did leave it in the oven, it's cooked. It's over. Like it's messed up. There's no way I can
Yeah.
save it. So no matter what, like it might be bad, but I allowed
So
that
let's
to.
take it cross your mind for a moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do this. Give me, and we don't have to associate this with any names for partners in the past. Give me one weird thing you caught yourself missing of a partner, and one cute thing you've caught yourself missing from a partner.
One weird thing I've caught myself missing from a partner, and one cute thing.
Hmm.
Um, if you have something ready, feel free. Feel free to jump in.
I have a cute one. I'm trying to think of a weird one
Yeah, same.
because the
Uh,
cute ones are easy to find.
yeah. Although I have one that's cute that could also be seen as weird, right?
Give it to me.
Okay, so at the time I lived with roommates, and she was friends with one of my roommates. So sometimes I would get home and she was just there,
Hmm.
which at the time I loved, right? But could you imagine, like no matter what, like you cannot escape this person, right? Because they have a relationship with somebody in your household, whether it's a for a good reason or for a bad reason, this person can just appear in your home. Uh,
Maybe you didn't plan on seeing them that day, and they're just there.
exactly, right? But no, it was always a good thing when it happened. So I that was nice. But like some of those times where she would just be at the crib, like she'd be like, "Oh, I made you cookies." What? You like you thought of me and then decided to bake something because of that thought of me, and then you brought it over. Right? Because like I'm used to somebody or at the time at least I was used to like when somebody thought of me, it was expressed in a different way. It was never like it comes with something. It was always just I thought of you. Like there you go, the words congratulations, I thought of you. But with this person it was I thought of you, here's this thing that was manifested from this thought of you. uh,
Hmm.
and I thought that was really sweet. uh,
Okay. I would, yeah. There's them being at the house. I could see them that being a weird, but also a
yeah,
cute thing.
yeah. I for the person and where we were with the relationship, it was great.
Hmm.
But I think that like in other contexts, it could have been really weird. Um,
Um,
hmm,
okay, so I think I have a weird one. Well, maybe kind of weird. So at one point, I was involved with a young lady who had issues with her vision, like us.
hmm.
So she wore glasses. I missed how she, if she were ever at the house and she would take her glasses off, I missed how her face looked when she was squinting trying to see. I would sometimes put her glasses somewhere she couldn't
Oh
readily get
no,
to
you
them.
didn't.
Just to see. It's so cute. Her trying to see without her glasses.
Bastard. What a jerk. What a
I wouldn't
jerk.
let it run for too long. I wouldn't let it run for too long.
Baby, you look so cute when you're helpless.
So that's the weird one. And then the cute one, um, what is it? I was involved with somebody at one point. Whenever we would be cuddled up in the bed, she would do this thing where she like nuzzled into like the space between my chest and my shoulder. She would just put her face in and like nuzzle in to find a cute spot, to find a comfortable spot, and I always
Mm,
thought that was cute.
yeah. Yeah. I feel like uh some women have this like I call it almost like a squirrel mode where it seems like they're trying to dig into your chest and just get in as deep as they can.
Yeah.
It is feral and terrifying and kind of cute. Yeah,
It is all of these
I'm
things.
a big, strong tree. Get those claws up in here. Let's see how far you can get. It's winter, baby. Get warm.
Yeah, I've run talking about feral things. I have run into a good amount of women that like biting,
Yes.
and I'm like, what is this pattern?
I think that's part of that like cute aggression thing. Is
It's
that
like what?
once a woman likes you, you fall under the category of cute. Uh
Uh-huh.
and if like right like have you heard of cute aggression? Where it's like people get
No.
aggressive around things that are cute.
Oh yeah, like some people do with babies. We're like, oh my god, I just want to
Yeah,
when they see a
exactly.
baby.
So
Okay,
it's
yeah.
basically that. But you are now in that category, and because you can take some abuse, you will get bit. You bit. You know.
It's been varieties of like pressure applied to the bite. Like I've had one that bit me like they were trying to get a chunk of my skin out,
Mm,
and then just one that just little like a tap bite, like just
yeah.
and I'm like, you know what? That's not bad. That's fine. I'd rather
R-
you not try to eat me.
One is just to show you the teeth are there, and the other
Yeah,
one's to be like, let's see how deep I can sink the teeth before blood. Uh,
I don't want that. I don't want that.
yeah. There's different levels. There's definitely different levels. Um, hmm.
Because what is it? I've had I when I was younger, I would express cute aggression in the form of play fighting, but I've realized over the years that I am a large man, and
Oh,
that can go left very quickly if I'm
have
not
you
careful.
realized now?
I always knew I was a large man, but I didn't realize me being a large man can result in damage if I'm not careful with my play
Oh
fight.
gosh. News bulletin. A man says obvious thing. We need to add chirons just to have it just like coming across the screen. Um,
But you know that feeling of like when you were just messing around and then you may have hurt someone and everything stops.
yeah. When I was a kid, so I stopped messing around with people in that way. Like I became afraid of just playing with people like that because enough
Mhm.
examples of like either me accidentally hurting people or people like saying that I contributed to them getting hurt when I either whether I did or didn't. Like I was just like, all right, I kind of don't want to do this anymore.
All right, this is gonna sound strange. Well, I'm gonna try to give context, and it'll probably still sound strange after the context, but we're here already. So when I was in was this high school? This was either late middle school or early high school. I liked to swing sticks at people. Now, what I would do was I would have a stick that I found and I would measure out how far the person was from me. So I would like fully extend my arm with the stick and then make sure they were out of range and then swing it as hard as I could. But having measured it, I knew it would never hit them. So it would really just scare the shit out of them. And I don't know why I enjoyed doing that so much. It would just be like you would hear the wind coming off of it. And I remember the day I stopped doing it was because did my measurements, I did my swing, but the person, because they were scared, threw their hands forward, like, no. And because they threw their hands forward, their hand fell into the range of the swing, and I cracked the shit out of their hand. And I threw the stick in down, and I never did it again after that.
I believe it. I believe it. I feel like this kind of tracks for you a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you do even now kind of find joy in finding the boundaries. Uh, you do it a lot more in D&D and things that like don't have any real consequences, but I do still see you do that in certain social situations as well. Uh,
I'm a
so
lot more aware of the consequences
and
when I'm
also
playing with boundaries.
I could tell that you were good at measuring how far away things were from your body when you slapped me in the face.
Oh god. I was thinking about that not long ago. Oh my god, bro.
You want to tell the story?
I'll tell the story. I wish there were people in chat here to talk to react to this, but I'll tell the story. So, okay, so back when we lived in New York together years ago, we used to play Magic together all the time, and I was going to a college who will not be named. This college had an open campus, so people could come and go. Safe? Not really, but that's what it was. So had a little bit of a magic tournament organized at said campus. I invited the boy Lobo because he was one of my original magic senseis. Uh, the boy Lobo had a concern that he did not go to this college, so that he was concerned he was going to get kicked out. And I assured him that that was not the case. Around this time, me and him were very much into the wonderful show called How I Met Your Mother. And we both loved the idea introduced by said show of a slap bet. So we made a bet that if he came to the campus and nothing went wrong, I would win the bet and get to slap him. If he came to the campus and got kicked out, he would win the bet and slap me. So he came to the tournament. We played Magic. We had a wonderful time. And then we were leaving. We were still on the campus. The bet was brought up again. And he acquiesced to allow me to slap him. Now, you would think this is my friend, and I don't want to hurt him. So I should probably not go full force with this slap. That's what a normal person would think. I am unfortunately not a normal person. The thought that crossed my mind was, when am I ever in life gonna get permission to slap someone as hard as I can?
It's
When is
gonna
that ever
happen.
gonna happen? So unfortunately, I decided to seize this as the opportunity to do so.
This.
I remember cocking my arm back as far as possible.
Mm.
And I remember you telling me that you felt my finger like whip and like crack the back of your ear during contact. Didn't you fall?
No. All right, I'm gonna
You
need
didn't
you to
fall.
relax, brother.
Did you fall? I'm trying. No, no, no. I'm trying to
No,
remember
I
it.
did not fall. I did turn
Okay.
around.
You
Uh
turned around and you started like walking. You're like, you need to give me a minute. Like you walked off like I'm about to beat your ass. Just give me a minute. You like took a couple steps away. Completely valid feeling. And I remember telling you, I'm like, if you ever suggest a slap bet in the future, I am not allowed to say no. And you never took me up on that offer. It's still on the table.
Honestly, I still would feel weird like actually putting my hands on a friend in a violent way.
Mm.
It just wouldn't feel right.
Listen, okay, they looked like they were having so much fun in How I Met Your Mother, and I wanted to experience that. I should
Uh,
have used that.
to me, one of the
I should have used
funniest
that.
parts of that though was that I guess this girl was not far behind us when we stopped to
Oh
do it.
no.
So you just hear her shout of like a yelp of a horror as I get turned around. And I remember this was during a colder part of the year.
It was
uh
cold
we were
outside.
wearing like beanies and all this, we were layered up and shit, and I legitimately, my face was so hot, I took my hat off. I like opened up my jacket. It was like a quarter zip. It like, bro, I like, my face was like, it was like a German techno house in the late 90s. It was just bumping, brother. Um,
The only thing I could even think of in the reverse was that one time you put me in an arm bar, bro. I was legitimately concerned. I don't know if you remember that.
um, was this in the Lower East Side?
Yep.
Uh, Yo, honestly, all right. I feel like this is a testament also to like having grown up alongside the internet,
Hmm.
and knowing how to have fun without the internet,
Yeah.
but also like still kind of being nerds, right? Because I
Hmm.
think what was it? It was us, uh, your homegirl. Was it one other guy, or was it just us
Yeah,
two
and
and
our
your homegirl?
homeboy.
Yeah.
No, it was four of us. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like they were more your friends than mine.
Yeah, yeah, they were both.
Uh,
I had gone to high school with both of them. Those were my friends.
and I like we were at at like a little
Like a play place.
playground. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like a little jungle gym.
Hmm.
Um, and what was it? We decided to play the game. We were like, "Fuck it, this is Super Mario. Like we got to try to get into a specific part of the play area to try to free the princess, to try to free Princess Peach
If
from
memory
whoever
serves,
is Bowser.
my homegirl was the Princess Peach. I think at that point I was Bowser,
You were.
and you and my homeboy were Mario and Luigi.
I honestly don't remember what he did.
And
I
yeah,
barely remember putting you in an armbar,
dude,
but
I will never forget that feeling of hopelessness because I you got my arm into the arm bar, and I'm like, I can get out of this. What the I'm like, wait. I mean, like, well, I'd never felt that helpless before. I was like, wait, I really can't get
Yeah.
out of this.
Which it's funny, right? Because I feel like you've mentioned that before, but also, right? We there was a time where we went to my friend's job. He was a lifeguard, and
Oh
like
god.
all the lifeguards, I guess, were like playing this game where it honestly, when you think about it, it's kind of like kick the can,
Hmm.
or steal the bacon, right? Where you gotta like, there's an object in the center, y'all gotta grab it and then get to the other side without like being dragged back under the water or something. It was some
Hmm.
obscure rules. You know how it is. Like, we just make up rules, and that's what we're playing now. And I
Hmm.
feel like you legitimately had like two or three people like on your body, and you were just walking. It honestly, it felt like some Swamp Thing shit. Like like they're just tangled up in your body, and you're just like, I just got to get over there. if you guys don't mind, just like leaving me alone. Uh, Absolutely bananas. It was pretty funny.
Dude, that's happened to me a couple of times in life, and that may have contributed to my knee issues. Because I remember being in, this was definitely middle school, where I was trying to get me and my friends were all like roughhousing in the streets, and I remember I'm walking, and one of them jumps on my back and tries to stop me, and I'm like, ugh, and just keep walking, and then the other one hopped on my back, and now I'm walking with two people legitimately on my back, and they're like, "How are you still walking?" I'm like, "Ah."
Yeah, we think it's all fun and cute when we're kids, and as adults, we're like, my body is destroyed.
Exactly.
Fucking, who's gonna invest the billions of dollars to rebuild my body?
Dude, who made the joke? I think it was Tom Segura that made the joke that once you get older, the doctor just stops trying to fix stuff. It's just like he said something happened with his ankle, and I'm like, all right, so every morning just wake up and stretch your ankle and you should be okay. And he was like, all right, so how long do I have to do that for? Oh no, you just do that now. That's
That,
just something you
yeah.
do.
I think actually that was Louis C.K.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah, it
remember that
was. I think it
exact
was
joke.
Louis. I think it was Louis. Yeah.
Um, that's yeah. And honest, bro, yeah, that's. I feel like that's your 30s and beyond, really. Because like now, when I speak to my primary care physician, he's like, "Hey, are you doing those stretches I gave you?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck, no, I'm
What
not."
up, bro?
Yo, what's up, secret? Yeah, no,
Wilkins, Wilkins.
I definitely have not been doing the stretches that he's been telling me to do. So,
Oh man, what is it? I remember I was having a conversation with somebody about this, and um, what is it? They were like, "How come like your body always struggles when you hit to your 30s?" And I told them, I said, "Because we're not supposed to live this long."
it's hey, that's not true.
You remember in the early days? Not do you remember like we were there, but in early history, human beings only lived to be about 30, 40. So 30 was the later part of your life. So I'm like,
Yeah,
we weren't supposed to live this long.
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take that up. Right, boop. I'm hitting the button. We only lived to 30 or 40 because, or I feel like average lifespan was said to be 30 or 40 because motherfuckers died from the most random shit, and they had to. Like, you also got to average out infant mortality rates and all that other stuff. But they say that
Dude,
people were living.
diarrhea used to take us out,
Yo,
bro.
diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Yes. We're like, oh god, how did Rhodey go? He had the squirts. He had the squirts.
Now it's like, yo, eat a banana and get back to work.
Yo,
Like,
yeah.
what?
My lord, his constitution is clearly failing him. When he sits
Just
for
be in
his
the bathroom.
nightly he sits for his
Just
nightly
be
constitutional and it sounds like a running stream, my lord.
just sitting on your chamber pot. Tell the children I love them.
Oh god, not a chamber pot. Because if it's bronze, you know it makes like a ringing sound as it's coming out of
Oh
you.
no. Oh no. What if the chamber pot overfilled while you were in the middle of it? That
Oh
oh
no. See, no, and as a guy, it's
no.
actually no. I don't know if it's worse as a man or as a woman, right? Because as a man, it's touching your sack, and you know already if the toilet water touches
Uh,
you, you start freaking out. But
uh,
like knowing that it's not water, that it's all that's yeah,
all
that's
just
terrible. That's
excrement.
gross. And then also,
No.
bro, but for a woman, they don't have anything below as like a bellwether to warn them that it's nearby. It's just gonna be splashes and then contact, and that's a UTI waiting to happen. I am so sorry.
Uh,
I am so sorry. Just another example about how society has been mean to women.
Oh my god, that sounds like a. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yo, seriously,
Mm-mm.
that's the full crazy work. Um, oh,
Oh man, that was funny as hell.
oh, hey, thank you, Studious Motorbike. Bye. Oh
Oh,
boy.
enjoy, man. The fun. You know what's funny? I find it funny that Fortnite's had such a crazy resurgence. I I remember when Fortnite first dropped, and only gamers knew about it,
Yeah,
and
it was a deep cut.
it was a deep cut. Nobody knew about it. We were playing it, and then if memory serves, I think Drake and Travis Scott played it on a stream one time, and then it blew up.
Mm, yeah,
And I about stopped playing it at that
that
point.
after the Travis Scott concert, it started going crazy. Ooh, hello. Okay.
And now it's just they. I don't know how Fortnite has the money for all these IPs. They have Marvel characters in there now. They have Dragon Ball Z characters in there now.
It's all deals. It's all deals. Huh.
Sheesh.
Jam
Hey,
session. Yeah, I think Secret was telling me about getting back into Fortnite some time ago as well.
I want to get back into Apex. I haven't played Apex in a while.
Yeah, honestly, it's been a while since I played any Apex. Honestly, I've only really been playing Rivals lately. Although I will say I've been picking up some of the chill games that I like to play as well. And I get stuck, man. I really do. This one game, Kingdom. Uh, they have a series of games. It's uh, Kingdom New Lands, and then like Kingdom Two Crowns, and it's essentially like the core game is kind of the same, but they have different goals.
Mhm.
Where Kingdom you focus on one area, Kingdom New Lands. Whenever you complete the objective, you move on to a new area and then work on those objectives now. And then
Okay.
Two Crowns is like uh, it's almost like a roguelite version of it, where it's like there are different islands and you can go back and forth between the islands as long as you upgrade certain things. Um, but then also, if you die, the islands stay relatively the same. Uh, I mean, except for like the fact that now you're starting with somebody who doesn't really have any money or anything like that to try to get everything up and running. I feel like it's easier to explain while playing, truly.
No, I
Uh,
get that.
but it's a very chill game.
Right
Um,
now, all I'm playing is Rivals. Um, I still play MTG Arena daily,
mm, mm.
and occasionally I'll pick up Baldur's Gate 3. I've a, I'm on like my 12th run at this point.
Have you actually been completing them?
I've completed about 5 or 6.
Oh, nice.
I still have yet to finish an honor mode run.
Yeah,
Those- They are hard.
I bet.
I'm doing a tactician run right now, and I'm still like, whoa.
Oh man, I bet. Um, I I have a bunch of runs that I have not finished yet.
Hmm.
Um, One of them, uh, I'm still trying to get uh a Dark Urge run. Look, I'm more than happy to hit the um uh, keep it a white dragonborn. Um, but make it a. You know what? I'm probably gonna. Well, I went for monk. I made it already. Uh, but I like. I've only played a little bit. I know how I get with them. I have so many just sitting there waiting for me to play.
What
I've
is it?
completed maybe two or three runs,
Nice.
and I have maybe I have one that's in uh, Act Three now, and like two more that are in Act Two.
I've played the game enough now that getting through Act One feels like pulling teeth.
Yes, I I didn't know how to explain it when cuz I'll be honest with you,
Mhm.
uh for a long time that's what it was like for me. For a long time I was so bored and annoyed. Like I think it was when the game first launched or before the game first launched, right? Because I had already done the alpha stuff and the beta stuff so many times that I was like, what's the point? Like, what am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for?
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, and although I will fully admit, and like I do understand that I wasn't playing a bunch of different ways or trying a ton of different ways. I realized after a while that I did there was a path that I generally took through the first area.
Mhm.
And the more I played it, maybe I took like a wider branch around that same path, but I generally always took the same path. Uh,
I get that.
so right now, especially with this Dark Urge run, I'm gonna try to push myself. I'm really gonna try to force myself to try something a little different.
Dude, I felt so bad on my first Dark Urge run because I romanced Karlak and then betrayed her in the end.
No.
And the way the voice actor portrayed Karlak getting betrayed, I felt so bad.
I bet. She seems so sweet.
She is the sweetest muscle mommy you could ever hope to run into. That sweet, sweet Karlak. Oh, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite character to romance?
I feel like I've probably romanced Shadowheart just so many times, but she feels
Oh,
like
you haven't tried the others?
I've I have I've done Lae'zel. It feels weird to say like that. I haven't gotten to the end with Karlak or anybody else really just yet. Because remember, right, I've only completed two runs, and I only have a couple others that have actually gone that far. Um,
Got you.
Although it does seem like Gale is in love with me every single run. Like, bro, I am flattered. I really truly am, but I need you to stop. Like, I'm not interested in you that way. It
He
just
just wants to make magic with you.
I that's okay. That's that's not up to me. Um so I'm sorry. But no thank you. I don't know. It's although whatever, maybe I should start checking out the other options just to see what they have in store. I just look, if I'm completely honest, I am not really interested in penis, digital or otherwise. Uh,
Fair.
I've had one my whole life, and at this point, I could take it or leave it. It's
I don't know about leaving. I love my bro. Me and bro have been through a lot together. We've been
I
through the
mean,
trenches.
take it with me or to leave it alone, right? I'm not leaving it behind. I can't. I'm not. Look, I'm not. Just the
What is
procedure
this?
necessary.
There's this meme that I saw years ago, and I reference it often because it makes me laugh so fucking hard. It said, "My dick has brought me places I wouldn't go without a gun."
I mean, all right, yeah.
Bro, the way like desire and urges can make your decision making not as sharp as it should be needs to be studied.
It's a real blunt tool.
Yep. Yep.
It's a real rounded edge. It's um man, let's see. I I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of caught up on one of the first things you asked me. Um like
What's
a
up?
weird thing that somebody I dated used to do that like I kind of miss. Uh and I'm really trying to think of something. Right, cuz I feel like generally I don't, and it's probably not a good thing, but I don't really I feel like I note the absence of people, but I don't know that I miss people in the same way, which feels kind of weird. Where it's
That
like,
it could be maybe like because there's usually a reason why they're not around if they're not around anymore.
yeah, but also I like just in general, I mean like uh it takes a lot for me to be sad that someone is not like around me anymore,
Fair,
if that makes sense. And it's not
fair.
that I don't care about the people I care about or like care about the people I love. It's more that I don't know, I just don't process that way. Uh I think that's weird.
Mm, no, it's just a different way of looking at things. Like I've had conversations with people I've been involved with. I'm like, "Oh, you don't miss me?" But like, well, I know I'm gonna see you in a couple of days. Like, no, but you should miss me.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I know I'm gonna see you in like 2 days. So
and
you
all
know,
right, do we if we want to take it there, how do we know that your sensation of missing someone is the same sensation that I'm having? Right, like how can we quantify that, and or like how can we qualify that as the same thing? I don't know exactly what you're feeling.
and then like, and I hate to say it this way because it like it makes it sound bad. But how do if you're constantly missing me, like we just finished spending the whole day together, and I'm going home, and you're pouting. When does this constant missing me bleed into codependence?
Clip it. Somebody clip it right now. We're gonna put it all over the internet. He's never gonna date a woman again.
I'm sorry, but like, where's the line? Where's the line? Is my
Well, and
question.
I think that that right there is something that is that should be judged by the right, like by the pertinent person. And when I say that, I mean like uh I should be right. If I am right for you, then the amount that you miss me should not feel like a burden. But
Hmm.
also, I think we should be able to have these conversations with each other.
Yeah,
We should be able to be like, hey, I do like you, uh, but I'm also a little bit concerned that a lot of that your emotional state or your happiness may be hinging on me reciprocating emotions at a level that I may not know how to reciprocate. Um, so I
It just feels like you don't know how to love me, okay? And I put all this effort into showing how much I love you, and it just doesn't feel like it's being mirrored, and that's not fair to me.
that's exactly what I'm trying to say is that
So try.
I don't know how. That's not the kind of person I am. Tell me how to love you, and I will do my steady level best. I promise.
I don't know. I feel like if I have to tell you, then it's not legitimate. I feel like if I have to tell you, it's not genuine.
See, and the rest of this conversation was actually a good conversation in like how to speak to your significant other if you come into a circumstance like that. And that last
Mhm.
thing that Ralph said is a fucking red flag.
It's
Okay,
true.
it
But it's
is.
such a common sentiment.
It
Do you know how
is.
many people feel that way?
I
That, like, I
don't.
shouldn't have to tell you?
Although I will say, look, I feel like a lot of us, whether we mean to or not, we really want that. We really want that our person is gonna know us and is gonna be able to think about us and for us without us needing to say something. But we also got to recognize that that rarely happens. Like it
'Cause,
may
like
happen and you should be grateful when it does, but you cannot
mhm.
expect that to be the norm.
'Cause, like, if you like someone and they like you, we're already leaps and bounds in a good direction. Because very
Oh yeah.
so, like and now, we've agreed to try to make a relationship happen. Beautiful. We've hit so many marks where we feel the same exact way. If there needs to be just a few conversations to get us on the same page about other things, that shouldn't be the end of the world.
Yeah. I think it's important as people that are looking to potentially spend the rest of their lives together. I think one of the most important things you can do is learn how to disagree and and how to move past disagreeing on things, right? Because you're not gonna agree on everything, and the very nature of one being a human is change. We always change, whether we think we are or not, right? Like either we
Mhm.
change or the situations around us change, and that makes even our sameness a little bit different inherently because the situation is different. And like we cannot sit here and expect each other to A, stay the same, or B, not, how can I explain? And honestly, I feel like I derailed myself as well. Uh, um, let me
Well,
backtrack.
I'll wait till you figure I was gonna say something on the matter.
Go for it. Do it.
I remember having a conversation with a young lady that I was involved with and becoming so frustrated because um, she said a similar thing to what I said before. I don't want you, I want you to do it, but I want you to do it because you want to do it and not because I'm asking you to do it. And then I remember saying back to that, I said, listen, I want to make you happy. So if you can break down the things that I've already figured out, many things that make you happy, and I do these things within reason, the things that I can and I'm able to do. But if you can talk to me and let me know the things that you want from me, I will do my best efforts to do these things.
Mm.
Now, for you to want me to just interpret your needs before they're even made apparent to me, that's I feel like that's asking for too much, personally.
I we're not Chris Angel. We're not gonna mind freak you. Like we can't. Like we. I okay. There we go. That brought me back. Right. There's no way for us to know what the other person is thinking or how they're gonna react to any given thing. Right. There's no way
Mhm.
for us um uh to us to it's I'm sorry. It's just it like it is an annoying fact uh
Mhm.
that it does happen that people sort of play that card uh and it's like we got to work this out, or like if you really want this, then we got to work this out, right? There's no
Me
way for me to know what's on your mind unless you tell me. Like there's nobody no, one nobody can read minds, and there's no like even a really good guess at your body posture isn't going to tell everybody everything or the reason behind the issue.
It's like, I don't know, I feel like it's commonly accepted that communication is a very, very important aspect of a relationship, and yet there's certain people who are trying to get what they want from the relationship without communicating it. And it's like, if you expect that, I think you're kind of just leading yourself into disappointment. If you expect to be satisfied but aren't willing to say what you need to be satisfied, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment, I think.
uh I agree. um I yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I feel like we all, like you said, everybody agrees that communication is a cornerstone of a good relationship. Uh,
Mhm.
but I also think that many people, if not everybody, uh, is of is afraid to have clear, direct communication with their partner. Um, Part of it could be like, oh, I'm afraid that if I say something the wrong way, this person is, they'll despise me, or they won't want to speak to me, or this or that or whatever. um, but ultimately you have to try to have a conversation. um,
Yep.
it's imperative, and it's incumbent upon us really to, especially like the more worried you are about a particular subject, I feel like the sooner we should react to that. um, because the longer you wait, that means that the importance of that thing that is already on your mind just increases in magnitude and increases in how devastating it'll be later
Yeah.
on, right? Like, uh, I think, uh, yeah, I just think it's really important to be willing to have those conversations because at the end of the day, look, let's be real. Relationships are built on trust and communication, but all
Yep.
of that is nothing without vulnerability.
True.
And the most vulnerable thing you can do is ask for exactly what you want. And I
And I feel like it
promise
also
you,
calls on you to be receptive.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I promise you that that vulnerability, like showing that vulnerability one way or another, will get you to the outcome that is necessary, right? Because if you are vulnerable and your partner is not receptive to that, or they push that away, or they minimize it, you fucking have your answer. This isn't
Yeah. It
somebody
does one
who,
or two things. It gets you what you want or shows you this isn't the right person.
exactly, right? And of course, right, sometimes what we communicate may not be the most straightforward or the most comprehensive. So a third option could be it invites a longer, more detailed conversation. Uh, but generally, yeah, motherfucker. Like, uh, what is it? Shit or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Like either you're gonna say what you need, and either you're gonna get it, or you're gonna realize that this is not where you're gonna get it. And when people tell you who they are, believe them.
And that's why whenever someone tells me that they're crazy, I keep my you don't understand how I dodge crazy like the Matrix. And then there's people straight up say, "Oh yeah, I'm crazy." Jokingly, I'm like, "Okay, I'm leaving," but I'm serious.
You
So
gotta hit them.
it's like
You gotta hit them with that Jamiroquai.
the slow just fade away. No, man. I I've because I've been on dating sites and I read profiles. I read profiles. I
Yeah,
don't
same.
just look at pictures and be like, oh, they're cute and swipe right. I read profiles and I'll see I'm a handful, I'm crazy, and they'll just be saying it. I'm like, huh, no, thank you. Ooh,
Like, oh,
no
you thought
thanks.
this was cute. You thought it was cute to put this on here. But also, on the other side of that, if you put nothing on your profile, I'm just as suspicious of you.
Suspicious, very
I'm just as
suspicious.
suspicious of you. Because you're not willing to tell me
No, but
anything.
give me interest, give me things you like doing, give me maybe some of your views on certain things, your love languages, stuff like that.
Yeah, bro. Like, can we talk, please? Like, give me something to work with. Literally anything. Uh,
Can
I
we talk for a minute? I just want to know your name.
I was singing this song in my head already. Um, I have currently taken a break from social media or from dating apps, and honestly, I'm thinking about like taking a break from social media. Yo, the dream is a permanent break from social media. I I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't need
Dude,
it.
I've
I
been
don't
off
want it.
Instagram for I don't know how long. It's been months I've been off Instagram.
I'm ready to go. Um, I at this point, I'm on Reddit more than I'm on Instagram, uh, and I'm mostly on Reddit just to like look at memes and like look at news in like local areas that I want to go visit. But like, and my specific interests. But I'm not following people on there. I'm not worried about what people are doing on there. Nobody's worried about what I'm doing on there. Um,
Okay.
I don't know. I have a lot of opinions. I have a lot of opinions.
And that's why we do this.
Yeah. Uh, I think like our our the way that social media has like developed over the last 20 or so years has definitely fucked up the culture. Uh,
I feel like there's pros and cons to it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there are pros and cons to everything. Uh, Personally, I think we could have done without it, and we would have been great. Um,
Oh yeah, 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 no, I'm sure. Uh trying to figure if I want to sit here and go over the pros and cons of social media because there's been a lot of entertaining aspects of it. Just the parts of it that are for entertainment, I'm cool with. Now, when it starts getting into like drama and just like messing with people's expectations of their lives and relationships and things of that nature, then I can see where the harmful aspects of it is. And then social media bullying, of course, is a big problem. Um, yeah, fake profiles and all this. You know how many stories I've heard from my friends about someone who made a fake profile pretending to be them and just trying to ruin their reputation. It's wild.
My little sister actually just let me know that somebody made a fake profile of her, or rather, we encountered a fake profile of my little sister, and when we reached out to her, she was like, "Yeah, this has happened before." And I'm like, "The what? What the fuck do you mean this has happened before?" And she's like,
That's
"Yep,
wild. And how old is your little sister now?
you're gonna make me do math."
I'm sorry.
While usually I like to do math, I don't know that I remember the year she was born. I think she was born after 9/11.
So we're talking
So
like,
maybe she's like, but she's between 21 and 24. Final answer,
yeah,
Jerry.
yeah. That's
It's
around. That's around. Yeah, that's around the time it's happening, and it's wild. And then one thing I don't like. One thing I will say specifically that I hate about social media. When we grew up, we knew you can talk crap, but if you talk crap, there's a chance you may get popped in the mouth.
mm-hmm.
Nowadays, people say the most reckless stuff with no fear of repercussions. And honestly, I miss the days where if you talked crazy, there was a chance the person you talked crazy about would come pop you in the mouth. And
Yeah,
some people need to be popped in the mouth. It's so some people need to get popped in the mouth. It's just the truth, in my opinion.
agree. I will say, right, like, I am glad that we have, as a culture, been like, hey, bullying was a real thing that was doing real damage to people. But
Hmm.
part of me does feel like a little bit of bullying have really helped weed out certain messed up ideas in certain areas, right? Like
Hmm.
it was also a tool to keep people like thinking within like a certain frame, if that makes sense. um
Hmm.
where it's like, you don't believe what the rest of us believe, come here, I'm gonna beat you up until you either stop talking about that stuff or stop believing in that stuff because it's getting you beat up. um
Yeah.
Now, I don't think that like hurting people should like is to be desired, but I think the shaping of our ideas as a society in ways that are accepted needs to sort of come back, right? Cuz like uh, in a society where we are tolerable about everything, intolerable people are able to come in and use that
To
platform.
thrive.
Yeah, essentially.
Thrive and find their people who are also intolerable, and now there's a group of intolerable people just being intolerable.
Yeah, I can't tolerate them being intolerable.
What is
Uh,
it? I keep
Toblerone.
making references to stand-up comedy, but have you ever heard of Sebastian Maniscalco?
Um, I feel like maybe you've mentioned this person to me in the past.
So he had a joke where he said, like, he was mentioning social media. He was saying there are people that something was wrong with them and they didn't leave the house. So we never saw them, we never heard from them. They would just be in their basement going crazy, and we'd never interact with them. But now that there's social media, all these people are getting online, and just all that craziness is coming out. And he said, now this part was him kind of shaming, and I will say this was him shaming, but it was funny as hell. He said there are people who do things that like to do things like dress up like a baby. You're an adult, you like to dress up like a baby. And then back in the day, if you came out of the house dressed like a baby, people in the neighborhood pointing out like, "What's this? Call the police. Get it out of the neighborhood. Get it out
Yeah,
of here."
yeah.
But nowadays, you like go online. I like dressing up like a baby. You're gonna find a group of people who love to do this, and next thing you know, on a Sunday, they're at the Marriott having a conference about the fact that they all like dressing like a baby. so that
Yeah, that
so
group
that
exists.
is not an example of like the worst of it, but there are terrible. Here's a perfect example. Freaking, there was a comic book that I read called Sandman, which became a Netflix series as well. In
Mm,
that
I know what you're talking
comic,
about.
there was a convention for serial killers
Mm-hmm.
where
They
people,
pretended it was a convention for like cereal box collectors or whatever,
yeah,
and a bunch of them worshipped the serial killer that escaped the dreaming.
yep,
Yo,
the
yeah,
nightmare,
serious. Yeah, it was the Corinthian.
yeah, the
Uh,
Corinthian, yep.
man, thank you for reminding me
And,
about that series. I recently watched it, and yeah, that was it. That's a. I mean, that's a good point. Uh, it's this weird thing where it's like you don't want to diminish people's voices, but the discordant notes of those people's voices put together creates chaos and danger for the rest of the populace and the rest of the populace's safety and sanity and security. Wanted to finish it
and
with
the thing
another
is
S word.
that if you're and the thing is like how we are as humans, we are a social people. If you're doing something and you don't see a lot of other people doing it, it may cross your mind that this isn't a thing to do. And there's a lot of like negative behaviors that will sometimes fall to the wayside because they can't find other people doing it.
Mm.
But now that we have social media, any one of these negative behaviors that you're taking part in, if you're willing to look and try to find, you'll find other people who want to do it. And then that it enables these people to keep doing these negative things that they're doing.
Especially with the internet and the dark web and all this other stuff. Or
Yeah.
the deep web and the dark web and all this other stuff, because it really is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Woof. Am I right?
You are?
um we had a nice little cold front come through recently, and I love any opportunity to forget that I live in the South, let me tell you.
You know what's funny? I've been like chatting with certain people who live in the South, like Texas and like South North Carolina and everything. They don't consider Florida the South. And I don't know how that's a thing. Like they say Florida is different. And I'm like, Florida is one of the southernmost tips of this country. How are you gonna say it's not the South?
I yeah, speak to people that, it's funny though. It's because I feel like the further south you go from northern Florida, the more metropolitan it feels in the cities. Uh,
Hmm.
so it trips people out and makes them think that it's not like country, but literally. I mean, I know a lot of people that would defend its country bona fides, uh, and like what is it? I've seen some maps online where it's like there's a strip of Florida that counts as the deep south, and then another strip of Florida that counts as the south, and then like it was like Miami, or
Yeah, because
like it says
Miami.
South Florida.
Yeah, like, because if I introduce myself to somebody and say, "Hey, I'm from down south," I'm like, "Oh, your first thought is dang, 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 dang." Like that's your first thought. But then if I say I'm from the south, like, "Oh, where are you from?" "Oh, I'm from Miami." Uh, are you from the
I mean,
south?
technically true, right? But
If we're being technical,
Yeah, that's like saying, yeah, I'm from the East Side and you're from Washington D.C. Uh, right, like it technically is true. I don't know that that's something that a lot of people say though.
Like I like that's the same kind of technicality that I got this Russian person got mad at me one time because I said, "Oh, you're Asian." They're like, "No, I'm Russian." I'm like, "Yeah, but you're Asian." Like, "No, I'm from Russia." Like, "Yeah, but what continent is Russia in?" Asia. So you're Asian.
Again, and we go back to you enjoying finding out where the boundaries are. Just try to see how mad is this person gonna get if I tell them the truth that they
It's
don't
the
want to
truth,
accept.
though. Why are you getting mad at the truth?
It's the truth. Nah, you wildin' out, bro. Mm.
Listen, for me, one day, whoever's watching, call a Russian person Asian. Just do it for me one time.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually I worked with this Russian woman for a while, and she actually, I think she was from central Russia, central slash eastern Russia, because she definitely had more of that, like that classic Asian look.
Hmm.
Uh, like not fully, but it was definitely more than like the Russians that you always see and hear about on the like on TV or whatever, like traditionally shown in media. Uh, Accent wasn't as strong, but her eyes were a little chinky. Actually, I don't think you're allowed to say that anymore. I
You
think
said
it
like
didn't.
slitted.
Yeah, would you say slitted? Would you say almond eyes?
Her eyes were narrow. Can you say that?
Can you? I don't know. All right, chat. Let us know if we're canceled. Cancel us now.
Yeah,
Uh,
we can't. We don't have any money yet. You can't cancel us yet.
that's what I'm saying. Do it now, so that our comeback tour is the only thing that matters. Really, nobody even looks at what happened before.
Narrow works.
Okay,
Okay. Secret says narrow
there we
works
go. I
from your
was
res.
just about to
Okay,
say,
so
yeah,
narrow works. Cool.
he's our ace in the hole.
Exactly. You see everything in widescreen. It's all right.
Yo, come on, brother.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on, brother.
I'm sorry.
Secret, I'm not with him.
You said 1080p. 1080p is
I'm
so
not
good.
with him. I don't know who he is. I don't know who raised him. I'm gonna tell your mother, honestly. I have
You
her
were the one
phone
saying I
number.
like to test boundaries. You're right.
Yo, that's crazy. I'm
Oh my
so
god.
disappointed.
No, don't be disappointed in me.
Right. I was telling my coworkers recently that I'm one of the most daddy, like, what's the, how am I trying to say this? I'm one of the
The
people in the
most
friend group.
paternal.
Yeah, there you go. I'm one of the people in the friend group that like exudes the most dad energy.
Like, come on, fellas.
Yeah,
We can't
basically.
talk like that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey champ, how you doing? You know? Come here, slugger.
Do,
I'm gonna
you doing
start
all
call
right, kiddo? Let's go outside and play some catch and talk about it.
I'm gonna start calling people slugger. Yeah,
Oh god.
or champ.
No. Well, at least I'm glad you got the 8 kill streak on the stream before it crashed.
Yo, that's crazy. 8 kill streak is kind of wild. Good job, man.
Good work, my friend. Good work. Oh man. Listen, man. I think, and I'm not gonna expand on this. I think we should bring back playful racial humor, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
He's-
I'm not gonna expand on it. I'm not gonna give any
I,
examples.
Ralph, I'm gonna say I kind of agree with you. I feel like when we were all a little less hypersensitive about it, right?
Yeah,
And here's at least for me, right? I obviously also came across a lot of like racially charged jokes thrown in my
hmm
direction, but it
of course.
was rarely, if ever, hateful or anything like that. It was usually a joke, right? And
Yeah,
I think that when we are able to, like, right, like if a joke can just be a joke, it is a way to reach out and it is a point of commiseration between two people, right? You might make a joke about something that in one way or another is about the fact that yeah, our people are connected because of this shared struggle, or you might make a
yeah.
joke just because it motherfucking makes you laugh, and making people laugh is a way to connect with each other, right, like
I'm like my math skills were average. No, because and those jokes also you'd find like similarities between different groups of people. Like here's the thing: we grew up. I grew up loving the Chappelle Show. The Chappelle Show to this day is still one of the greatest examples of sketch comedy ever.
Chappelle
And
show,
there are so many, huh?
Chappelle show. Right.
So good, so funny, and that I feel like that was racial humor done properly. But nowadays, we can't even. The Chappelle Show couldn't come out today. The Chappelle Show could not come out
Yeah,
today.
no.
It could not. And I understand why we decide to be more cautious. There are people who use racial humor to bully. There are people who do it in a mean spirited fashion. You're not doing it to be funny, you're doing it to hurt people's feelings. Yes. But I feel like we knew where that line was before. And nowadays we kind of just throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Or I don't know. I don't know that I would say we knew. Excuse me. I don't know that I would say that like collectively we knew where the line was. I do. I think more it was a matter of like uh people knew not to go too hard, and
Yeah.
times have changed, right?
hmm
We definitely moved into an era where, right, because remember in the aughts and the teens, a lot of the humor was like go as hard as you fucking can, like a lot of the humor was like let me see how big I can make this joke, and that coupled with like making race jokes, right? You can see how that's a recipe for destruction, for madness, like that, like that's looking for issues between people, right? If you think
hmm
that you have to keep going bigger and bigger and bigger with each joke, and your wheelhouse is race bait, like race jokes, it's like you're gonna say something that like that you have no choice but to go beyond the pale, really, or you would feel like you had no choice but to go beyond the pale, right? Yo mama jokes, yo, if we would have stuck around
Yeah,
with
they
yo
did have
mama
a show,
jokes,
Your Mama.
but and here's another I mean maybe lukewarm take, the fact that we gave a TV show for yo mama jokes started the death of yo mama jokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
When does a
Yeah, I can see that.
corporation do something that the people are doing and we continue to say that's pretty cool, I'm not going to stop doing it? Or do we collectively go, well, that was fun while it lasted, and move on to the next thing?
Most often the latter.
Right? Like, even when people were doing, yeah, honestly, Valderrama made so much money off of that series. But like,
So much.
people were doing flash mobs because right, it started, or at least it seemed like it was people getting together and doing things that was fun and interesting randomly in this sort of big arena. And then like it started getting sponsored by companies, and like all these other people started doing it, and like corporations started organizing it, and it fucking died out. Right. I think
Here's the thing. I will always defend a person's right to try to be funny. Now, I will defend your attempt. Now, you need to be willing to adapt to what happens after that attempt. If you attempt to make a joke and that joke offends someone, you are not allowed to lean on the fact that it was in a joke to try to get around the fact that you offended somebody. If you make a joke and it offends somebody, it is now your responsibility to apologize. I don't like when people make a joke, it offends someone, and then you fall on the, oh, I was just kidding. You're being too sensitive. Da, 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 da. No, 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 no. You made a joke. It did not go well. This person was offended. It is now your responsibility to apologize. But unfortunately, nowadays, I think people, it's like it's a sport to be offended these days, if that makes sense.
yeah, I would say it's also a sport to be offensive these
It's oh yeah,
days.
that's oh yeah. Rage
Uh,
bait is a huge thing these days.
yeah, right. And I think a combination of all of these factors are one of the reasons why we're in this situation we're in. Uh, where uh people are on one hand, because there's many hands here. It's like a fucking octopus at this point. On one hand, right, people are speaking up about injustices. Right, like
Mhm,
social media has given more people platforms to be able to do so. But on the other side of that, there are people that like take take advantage of that and are lying about a lot of those situations, which breeds distrust in people that are
mhm,
using those, right, that are using those situations for positive. There are people, right, because on one hand you'll hear about like all of the GoFundMe's that are for devastated communities, but on the flip side of that you'll hear about all the GoFundMe's that are scams uh,
yep.
for that same community, right? Where it's like it's run by some random person, and when they try to get the money back, they're just gone. You can never find them, right? Uh,
Yeah,
so there are a lot of like, right. So you have people that are speaking out against these like these tragedies, and like uh, race based tragedies that happen, and then there are people that are profiting off of them as well. Right? Like
mhm.
there's just, I don't know. There's just so much. There's just so much. The world is so big and
The
it's so sad sometimes.
dude, the internet has made the world so much smaller. Do you know how many things
Yes.
would happen in the world in, like, the '50s and '60s that people had no clue what was going on in different parts of the world because we didn't have, like, just this access to everything?
Man, there were people that like didn't know about things that were happening the next town over for the same reason, right? Like you
Yeah.
watched local news, and your local news covered what happened in your town, and that's it.
Mhm.
If anything happened further than like 20 miles away, and it wasn't going to impact your town, you didn't fucking hear about it.
No, and that's why they were like the big events were so big. Like the Apollo, like not the Apollo moon landing, like one of the launches, I remember it was like really, really huge thing. There was this I think it was Apollo launching where everybody was on the TVs watching at the same time. It was such a huge thing that everybody was watching the same thing at the same time. Nowadays it's like we know about everything. going on everywhere. And the sad thing, it kind of makes you a bit apathetic because you can't care about everything.
Yeah, it's just
You
too
don't
much.
have the capacity to care about everything.
It's too much. Right, yeah, before it was a little bit more our attention was more curated, right? Where like
Yeah.
the national stories were the national stories because it was on the national news and you had
Mhm.
you had four channels, right? So you had to
Yeah.
watch one of those four channels and oh hey, what's that? The news they had, right? Like they were forced to abide by ethical standards. So
Yep.
like you knew that one, you knew that you were getting an honest, or sometimes you were getting an honest news story, right? Because it was
Mhm.
still influenced by whoever was running, whoever owned the news station. Um,
Yeah.
but then beyond that, like everybody was like, this is there was less choice. Everybody was watching this thing, uh,
Yeah.
and now what happens tomorrow on Monday when we go to work? We're all talking about the same motherfucking thing. Unity, cohesion, because like unless because there are less things to watch, we're all watching the same things. We can all talk about the same things when we get to school tomorrow or when we get to work tomorrow, as opposed to
It depends.
the
There's more
opposite.
things to watch, I think.
Huh? I mean, yeah, there are
I
more
for
things. What? What do you mean?
like for example, like you were saying, like back in the days, cooler talk. We're talking about leave it to Beaver and all these I Dream of Genie. Like we're all talking about the same shows nowadays. This coworker can be talking about real housewives of whatever. This person's talking about baddies. This person's talking about anime. This person's talking about this. So it's like there are a lot of different niches these days. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, yeah. That like that's what I was saying is that in the past it was less choice, so
Oh, okay, okay.
everybody
I thought you
would
said that
like.
now though. I thought you were talking about
No,
now. That's
no,
what.
that was
Yeah.
the whole point. Is that it was there was less choice in the past, so there was more social cohesion. Like everybody was talking about the
True.
same stuff when we got to work or school the next day.
True.
And now we have less of a universal sort of identity. We got ads coming in about 3.5 minutes. If you are subscribed, you get to skip those ads. If you are not, watch them. It'll help us make a little bit of money so that in the future there will be no ads. Surprise, surprise. Um, but yeah, so surprisingly, or I should say, not surprisingly, having so much choice and then also having access to like all the options, all the international options, satellite radio, like all these other things. Our option availability has widened up so much. But I think that our like social satisfaction from the options has overall lessened. Uh,
Hmm.
because it's feeding so many different opinions, it now has such a like there's such a wide array, uh like socially, that like there's less of us that are agreeing on certain things, at least superficially. I do find it interesting because I think that this means that over time, uh over time, we'll be we might step away from like creating connections based off of like the superficial, like, oh, what TV shows do you watch? Me too. It'll be more along the lines of, oh, what are your principles? Like, what matters to you as a person? Like, are you okay with, yeah, with poaching in certain countries? Oh, that's interesting. Why? Right? Like, we'll talk more. I think we'll talk more about issues that are uh, that are
More
deeper
prominent.
and more related to our values, versus like
Okay.
things that are superficial and just entertainment based. But I could be
I'm
wrong.
I'm I'm on the fence about it because those conversations that are very much about your principles, those those require one a certain amount of vulnerability that some people wouldn't be willing to volunteer giving to someone that they're just now meeting. And then two, those can get a lot more charged. Like how they say, oh, you never things to avoid talking about religion, politics. Like religion and politics are things to avoid talking about because if if the views are so different, the conversation can become heated. Like if I tell somebody, oh, I don't believe in poaching and other I don't believe in poaching. I think it's terrible. Oh, my father was a game hunter, and I can tell you that there's nothing wrong with it. And then they may get not now. It's less of a conversation and more of them defending their views versus my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I think that's a fair point to bring up. Um, right, and maybe that's one of the reasons why it was good that we were kind of channeled into a few different, right, like I guess in the past it was like, oh, I watch I Love Lucy. Like, oh no, I prefer to watch like Miami Vice or something. I don't know.
I dream of Jeannie, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Oh, oh, I got a cough, but I don't know how to mute this stream, and I don't want to blow everybody's ears out. So I'm gonna ignore it until it has to happen.
But it's easier to have a conversation about a TV show because like if you don't like the same show that I like, we can still be friends.
Yeah,
And maybe there's a chance of, you know what? I'll give it a chance. And then you can go watch the show or watch the show again and then come back. You know what? I decided to give it another chance and I do like it. Thanks for giving me a reason to try it again. But when it comes to like some of the harsher views, very few often will you hear, "Oh yeah, I hated Jewish people, but you know what? I decided to go talk to a rabbi, and you know what? I don't feel that way anymore." Like very few and far in between will something like that happen.
yeah, yeah. That's very true. But I I don't know. I think I'm an idealist, in the sense that like I really feel that if we're able to figure out how to like from the ground up how to have
Mhm,
conversations and quote unquote arguments without putting our ego in the way, right? Like if we're all like having these conversations to try to excuse me, having these conversations to try to learn and better
mhm,
ourselves and like adjust our position and our
mhm,
worldview based on the conversations we have versus it having to be something that they that we feel the need to defend or like fight for, right? Like how I feel about right, like I'm not gonna sit here and fight with you about the TV shows I watch because they're just fucking TV shows. Like that, like it's not that consequential, and it's something that I liked. That is not gonna like it's not gonna change your world in any way, shape, or form. But we can connect on it, which I think is a good point.
that's because you're a mature person. There are some people who will die behind the entertainment that they watch because you and I both know somebody that if they say, "Oh, do you watch I love this show. Do you watch this show?" "Oh no, I haven't got a chance to watch it." You're an idiot. You're an idiot. How do you not watch this show? How do you not love this show? It's my favorite show. Do you not understand the level of writing behind this show?
it's
The messages it's trying to give? You nincompoop. What
think
what's wrong with you?
you nincompoop is crazy. I'm fully devastated. Like you just hit me with the nincompoop, and I feel like I need to sit in a corner for a little while. I'm in trouble.
Hey Blaze, what's up? Happy Sunday.
Yo, happy Sunday. Yeah, how was y'all's Thanksgiving? What was everybody's favorite dish? Now that we actually have people in here, I can ask them the question.
Oh man,
And
I haven't
we're
used nincompoop in a long time.
we're dunking on Ralph right now because he was stuck working on Thanksgiving. Everybody needs to say what the best chat they like. With oh boy, bread.
So
That's
bread,
crazy.
not bread.
Yo,
Oh
oh my god.
no,
He's done, ladies and gentlemen. He's done.
man is cooked.
Did you sneak in your own seasoning? Throw a little salt and pepper on that bread.
Just sneak into the kitchen. You know, Karen, I think I saw the kids playing with your prized vase. You should go check on them. Throw some pen, throw some freaking spices on all the food.
Oh my gosh, yo. I missed out on pernil this year. Uh
Oh, don't even talk about it. I haven't had panini in so long.
I know that my cousin probably made one. My cousin in the north probably made one. My cousin in the south also probably made one. Uh, Hot dog, brother, hot dog. I tell you, um, I made mac and cheese, baked mac and
I'm
cheese.
getting a Cuban sandwich today.
I've talked about it a bunch of times. Ralph is probably sick of hearing me talk about it. Uh,
I'm so hungry. I've eaten nothing today. I'm so hungry.
I just had some actually during the beginning of the
That bowl
stream.
is clean.
Yeah,
That bowl is completely clean. It
there's
looks
not
like
a
you just pulled it off the shelf.
not a thing left in here because brother, I tell you, that was de fucking licious. It was so good. It's so good.
Go
Yeah,
have some
go.
sleep for dinner. What's up, yes?
Man, I've been there, and I agree. Yes, sometimes you do need to have a little bit of sleep for dinner.
Welcome to the
Man,
stream. Yes,
welcome,
thanks for
welcome,
pulling up.
welcome. Secret. What was the best? What was the best dish at Thanksgiving this year?
Nah, mac and cheese, bro.
And yes,
Mac and cheese.
what was your best? What was the best dish you had this year? Man,
How about you, yes? What was your favorite dish from Thanksgiving this year? We're asking everybody. Say
the
the pernil.
pernil. Yeah,
Yo,
everybody knows
so
it's.
can I tell you how one year? Because yes is a friend of mine. I'm gonna tell you how one year this man ruined the Thanksgiving pernil.
Oh no!
So he,
Don't.
yes, no, yes I am, yes I
What is
am.
this, Bryson
So we
Tiller?
had
No.
don't this man. So we had a friendsgiving at at an Airbnb. It was a bunch of us. We were all there chilling, and yes, he blocked the stream. So yes, here decides to make a pernil, and we all are appreciative.
Oh my
We're
god.
all on the younger side. You know, younger Spanish people don't really make pernil like that. So
Yo, this person is gonna set up bots to just come and flood the stream.
so he pulls the pernil out the oven. The kitchen and living room are flooded with this smell. You know the pernil smell when it comes out of the
Mm-hmm.
oven. There's none like it. And I was not there in the kitchen when it happened. All I hear is clink, 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 clink. And we look, the pernil is now on the floor.
No.
Pernil is on the floor. And this man has burn marks all up his
No.
forearm. And bro, we had to like bandage him up. He's sitting in the living room in
It's
pain.
the 5 second rule.
Those first 5 seconds, we were more addressing his his wounds rather than trying to save the pernil. but I remember being so disappointed. I was like, "Man, it smelled so good in here," and just immediate disappointment.
Oh my
Oh
god,
man,
yo.
you still
That's
ate it? I ain't even mad at you, bro. It
that's
smelled so
crazy.
good.
I'd be so upset. And
Oh
I
my
absolutely
god.
probably still would have had some. I like save it, heat it
Well,
up
look,
right. Mm.
which part didn't touch the ground? I'm
Yeah,
just
right.
looking at it.
As long as you don't have the skin, you'll be fine. Although, look, let's be honest, the crispy skin is what it's all about.
Listen, it hits every time. Oh
Yo,
man.
I'm recognizing that you said listen, but in my head you said the sin, and I'm like, damn, that's a really good way to describe the skin and how tasty it is.
No,
It's
his skin
sinful.
was crispy. Yes, his
I
skin was
mean,
crispy after getting burnt, bro. I
yeah. I was
felt
about
bad
to
for
say because he got burnt. That's fucked up, bro. You
him.
damn. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh shit, that reminds me of a burn I got. I don't have
I
the
I think I know which burn you're talking
yeah,
about.
I don't have the scars anymore, but I
It was
if
from
enough people
tell the
are
story.
yeah, if enough people are interested, I'll post pictures on the Instagram. Um
I'm sorry, yes, you had forgotten about it.
yeah, this man reloaded the memory.
You're not repressing memories
Uh
around me.
fucking a while back. I think I was somewhere between like I think it was between like 19 and 20 something. Uh yo, the fuck you is you could feel it. I felt the heat over here,
No,
and
I felt that.
it
I
wasn't
felt
even
it
aimed
too.
at me. Um but I was like I was between like 19 and 20 something. My friend and I were playing it was like February. It like January, February. It was cold out. It had just snowed the night before. It was still snowing in the morning. My friend came over. We were playing Call of Duty, and uh, this is either Advanced Warfare or Modern. Having bass in your voice over text is crazy.
There was certainly bass in that.
Yeah. um,
Continue your story.
but yeah, we was playing video games, and I guess my dad had been running hot water for a while, uh, because he dropped his car keys in the snow, so he had to like he was trying to like throw hot water over the snow so he could find the keys. But for the last couple weeks, I mean, it's the Bronx. I figured this was normal for everybody, but like the hot water just wasn't that hot. When I took a hot shower, unless like I ran the hot water for like 45 minutes to an hour, it was just not it was not very hot. Um, so when my father was running the hot water for this, my friend went into the bathroom to go use the restroom. And when he came out, he mentioned something about the water being hot, and I kind of dismissed him because he likes to talk shit. He was one of those friends that you just knew he was going to talk shit. Um, so I dismissed him, and he kind of pressed it like he was like clearly that I was being dismissive. Uh, And I was like, because there's no way that it's actually that hot. Like, you're just being dramatic. Just come back in here. Like, let's keep on playing. And he kept on pressing the issue, and I'm like, fine. Like, I'll go take a look. Um, and I'll admit he was getting in my ear. When I opened up the door to the bathroom, a plume of steam came out, and that should have been that should have told me everything I needed to know. It should have. Um, And but at that point, right when I should have been making a good decision, he looked at me and he said some other shit, and that got me mad enough that I was like, bro, it's really not that serious. The door's open, right? Like this area right here is cold, so obviously anything that's kind of warm is gonna make enough steam to look that serious. It's not that serious. We're going to the bathroom. Again, there is enough steam and haze at the top of the bathroom that it should have been another sign for me.
Was the air
I
twerking?
No,
You
no,
know when
no,
it gets
not
so
yet.
hot, the air
No,
starts twerking.
no, no, not yet. It wasn't throwing it back like that. It wasn't throwing it back quite yet. Um, and oh, thank you for the follow. Uh,
Thanks, yes.
but yeah, so he goes and he points out the bucket, and looking at this bucket, right? All of you have probably seen like those 5 gallon buckets, like the Home Depot 5 gallon buckets, those orange buckets. Sometimes you got your white buckets, right? They're filled with other shit, potatoes, pickles, whatever. Um, Now we all know what a circle looks like. This bitch was not a circle. The water was so hot that it was warping it, and like it was an elliptical at that point. Like the edges were spreading, and he kept on pushing. He kept on needling, and me, I could not. I couldn't give it up. And I and he did the
Go
one
ahead.
thing that guys, that like guys, especially teenage guys, bro, we can't handle it. Our brains go haywire. He goes, "You scared?" And I go,
The
"Let me
question mark at the end.
let me see it. I
Oh,
got to see if I can do it." I go, "I ain't never scared." And I get down and I go to, right, like I do that thing right, like I touch the surface, and I'm looking at him while I do it. I go, one, I go two, and on two, I just do it because I know that if I wait to three, I'm not gonna be able to psych myself out. It's just right. I'm expecting it already. When I tell you, I only felt until my fingertip hit the bottom because I felt my arm snap back to the side of my body, and a yelp just take hold and refuse to escape my throat. Um, but of course, my Dominican mother heard something. And I kind of
I hear
like, I
everything.
walked back and forth. I walked back and forth, right? Trying to play it off like it's not that bad. The whole time, my arm is stuck up here looking like a chicken wing. Um, and, and my friend is still in my ear, bro. He's still like, "It's not that bad? It's not that bad, huh? It's not that bad?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah." But eventually we get over, and my mother sees, and being super Caribbean, she puts tomato sauce all over my burn, um, and ripped my friend a new one for allowing me to do that, even though it definitely was not his fault. I was being an idiot. Um, and yeah, there are pictures somewhere. It's
I,
honestly so bad.
dude, you made me think about how often when we were in high school did we use the phrase "I ain't never scared."
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what started that, right? Because that's
I
definitely
don't
something
know.
we started saying a lot. I ain't never scared, and it's like, why, right? It wasn't even like, right, like being called a chicken wasn't gonna do anything to me, like, right, that wasn't gonna bother me. But for some reason, just that vocal stem of being like, "I ain't never scared," I had to.
It, it was the testosterone of a young man.
Oh God,
The testosterone of your. Cause the funny thing is that I want to always remember the stupidity that came with that. because as a parent and the parents that I've seen, I don't know how many times I've heard a parent say, "Why would you do that? Why did you think that was a good idea?"
Sometimes you don't think it's a good idea. You just got locked into it and now you have to do it. Okay? I've been there. I feel like
And in
the
hindsight, so funny because you're just like, "What was I thinking?"
yeah, seriously. I like I think I hope it'll make me a more empathetic father if I ever do become a father. It's
Wait,
like
song "I Ain't Never Scared" by Bone Crusher? Is that where it came from? I have to listen to
I
the
yeah, I
song
would
now.
have to listen to it. And I don't know if I can pull it up on stream. Ralph, you listen to it.
Imma listen to it.
All right. But yeah, yo,
Oh
that's
03, that's time appropriate if it
yeah,
came out in '03.
yeah. That's the era. What that was? Probably middle school, 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah, in that region. I think
Yeah,
we got into high school in '05. God,
cause 01 was I was 5th grade. In 01. Never forget.
never forget.
Um, but yeah, bro, that shit was crazy.
Dude, I remember seeing that bucket. I'll never forget seeing that bucket in your bathroom full of water. Cause I came to your house, like, not too long after that, and I remember seeing like, you told me the story, you showed me your burnt hand, and showed me the bucket,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like,
Uh,
"I'm not going anywhere near that."
Actually, because at that point, I think I was already working at Five Guys with you. Because I remember,
No, not yet. Was
yeah,
it?
yeah, because I remember still having to work fries with the burnt hand. Uh,
Oh.
Kinshu would not let me just do register because the only people he would only let do register were the women.
Sexism?
Yeah, I I will not expand on that. I'm just gonna move on from that. I'm just not because
Yeah, it's
that's
already bad
it's
enough you said his name.
yeah, it's easier to not have that conversation. Uh
Dude, that leads into the story about me getting fired on my birthday.
oh yeah. Ha!
'Cause how
Tell him.
okay, so I was working at Five Guys at the time, and, um, allegedly, a friend of mine who may or may not have been working in the security office that this Five Guys that the security office of the mall that this Five Guys was located in, they may or may not have acquired a bike that was left behind because you know how like they have the bike racks in certain malls, and of course people still there are gonna be some people leave the bikes behind, and then
Oh. Uh is everybody still seeing this? Are we good? Ralph? Either you exploded or the stream exploded. I should have set up a technical difficulty screen screen. Oh, there he goes.
okay, we're back.
There you
Cool.
go.
So these bikes tend to vanish often. Allegedly,
Allegedly.
my my friend who worked security took the bike. Allegedly, the bike was handed off to me outside of the mall, and allegedly, both left the mall, them on the bike, and me riding my longboard, which was mine. That was not taken, allegedly or not allegedly. So they found out about the bike, which led to me and them. It's literally what happened. Yeah, they were like, "Stop! Stop him! Stop him! Stop him!" So we leave with the bikes and with the bike, not bikes, the bike allegedly, and that's the end of that. So this was not too long before my birthday. I'm home. I'm not. No, I'm not even home. It's my birthday. I go to my friend's house. I think you were there too, Lobo. Um, we were hanging out, playing video games, playing Rock Band. It's my day off from work. It's my birthday. We're having a great time. Just, doing what we do. I get a phone call from work. I never get phone calls from work. So I'm like, what's this about? I hope they're not trying to get me to come in on my birthday. I answer the phone. It's my manager. My manager's like, "Hey, Ralph, how you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm doing okay." I'm like, "I heard it's your birthday. Happy birthday." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." I'm in my head. I'm like, "My boss called to tell me happy birthday." Oh man, that this is a great place to work if your boss is willing to call you on your day off just to say happy birthday. That's so sweet. That's so nice. That's so considerate. I can't wait to go back to work and tell her thank you for being so nice. So she said, I heard it was your birthday. Happy birthday. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna have to let you go. What?
Mm.
What? So she says apparently there was an incident with a bike, allegedly, and because you're not allowed back in the mall, we're gonna have to let you go. So I'm so sorry. And I'm just like, okay. We get off the phone. My friends are still rock banding it up. Da, 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 da. They're like, yo, what happened, man? Is everything cool at work? Nah, I just got fired. What? Like, we've all seen the movie Friday. Getting fired on your day off is one thing. But I got fired on my day off, and it was my birthday.
Mm.
They told me happy birthday before firing me. That's crazy work.
I'm really trying to remember what side of the conversation what side of the conversation I was on for that. Cuz I don't remember if I was at OTs with you yet or if I was at work with the person who had to call you.
Mhm.
But I feel like I was around in some way shape or form. That was
I know you had a conversation later on with the individual that did the firing and that they felt
yes.
so bad about it.
Yes. Yeah, that much is definitely true. It's also funny because as soon as I became a supervisor at that job, the first supervisor thing they had me do was sit Ralph down and have a conversation with him about his lateness.
Yeah.
And it's like this person helped get me the job, and the GM was like, "Yeah, so tell him he might lose his if he doesn't get it together." And I'm like, "Bro, I just got the
You did a
gray
good
shirt.
job.
I
You did a
just
good
got the."
job.
Yeah, but that feeling is never. I feel like that's never fun.
I feel like that was the test. It was like, let's see. Let's see if he can do
Yeah,
this.
is he willing to? Is he willing to turn on his friend? And ultimately, they don't know who I am because look, at the end of the day, if you're doing wrong, you're doing wrong. It doesn't matter what our personal relationship is. Same way that if I'm
Yeah.
doing wrong, I would want you to tell me that I'm doing wrong, like plain and
Yeah, and
simple.
I didn't make it a big thing. Like I took it in stride. Like I know there are some people be like, "You go, I got you this goddamn job, and you gonna be telling me about me." Da, 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 da. Yeah, no, I was never that person.
Man, what a time. Um, let's see. I saw. Yeah,
Yeah, because you can be more personable about it if you know the person.
yeah. I think all my time as a manager though has made it so that like I was forced to be able to give people feedback whether they like it or not or whether I like it or not. Um but I definitely get very nervous beforehand. Uh, I was just thinking about something. Um, I think we definitely have a ton of Five Guys stories that we can tell. What are some famous people you've seen working at Five Guys, or across your
So
jobs in general?
when I was working at LaGuardia, I saw Idris Elba.
Oh shit! Really?
Uh, yeah, I saw Idris Elba. I was on the grill, and I remember turning and seeing him, and I was like, "Oh, he was waiting for his food." And I just remember his backpack being open. I was like, "Oh yeah, your bag's open." And I think he was just thought I was trying to be like, "Oh, it's cool, it's a celebrity." And then I'm like, "No, no, 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 your bag is open." And then he looked, he's like, "Oh, okay, thank you."
He's like, oh, look at this big lad over here. He's
And this
he's
was
chuffed.
early Idris Elba. This might have been like American Gangster Idris Elba.
Must be so excited. He's getting to see me, a real movie star, Idris Elba.
And then I think we saw Kid Cudi. He
Okay.
was trying to be low key.
Oh
He was trying to
yeah.
be low key. He was sitting in the cafeteria area trying to be low key, like no one would see him. And then I remember we started playing day and night over the PA
Oh,
system.
you guys suck. This man's trying to relax. God, that's so funny. Okay,
What else?
okay. Blaze has seen 50 Cent, Mac Wilds, and Will Smith.
Nice.
Uh,
Ooh. I can say this because it's been some time. When I worked at the first hospital I worked at, we weren't allowed to talk about the celebrities we saw because this was a higher end hospital. This was a
yeah.
private hospital. But now it's been some time, like I said. I remember seeing Sofia Vergara,
Ooh, let's go.
and listen, she was at the nursing station talking to the nurses, and I come out and I see her and I'm like, no, 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 that's not, no.
Yeah.
And then she leaves, and I go up to the nursing station. I'm like, is that who I thought it was? And they were like, yes, it was. I was like, oh shit, it was Sophia Vergara.
um.
I saw Ice T and Coco.
mm,
I remember seeing them. I saw Bro from Power, the guy who plays Ghost. I don't remember his name.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I saw him. He was cool as hell.
Mm.
I saw him. I saw Jeffrey Shipp, the guy that played Flash in the original '80s Flash series.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I saw him. Oh, that's cool. He did personal security for him. That's dope.
Oh nice.
Jeffrey Shipp. Now, the funny thing is that these aren't celebrities, but this made me laugh so freaking hard. I remember. So when I was working at my first hospital, I would have to call people out of the waiting area for their X-rays and bring them to their X-ray rooms and verify their names and date of birth and everything. So I remember I was looking at my tablet and the name I see, I'm looking at the names and what name do I see? Lily Potter. And I'm just like, really? I call her, she comes over and I'm like, Lily Potter, really? And she's like, yeah, and my husband's name is James. And I was like,
Oh, that's pretty funny.
and I'm bringing him. I'm like, if you have a son, what you got to name him, right? You
No,
know what you got to
absolutely
name him.
not. Absolutely not. Why would you? Right? Because then that's right. You're orphaning that child. What?
But come on, your name is
For the bit,
actually
they're
Harry
not gonna be
Potter.
around. They're gonna be headstones. No, they.
That doesn't mean it's gonna be the same series of events just because the names are the
You
same.
already tried to look. Nah, no, thank you. You look. You gotta circumvent that. You gotta get around that.
Listen, man, that because she was married, so that means her name was Lily something else, and this
Yeah,
man's name was James
yeah.
Potter.
You should have
Like, come
honestly. You
on.
know what you should have did was look around to see if Snape was hiding anywhere. Fucking
Like this, Is
Just a
that a
guy,
rat following me?
just a guy with a crooked nose and a long black cloak.
Man, you dropped this map. I don't know if it's a map. It doesn't show anything, but
It's
here.
it's why would you- Oh
Oh my
no way, that's
god.
crazy, bro.
Oh, that's
Honestly,
so
I would have.
cool.
I feel like I would have liked to be friends with one of the like what is it? It's Cole and Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah, doing Cole Sprouse.
I feel they seem like interesting people.
If you could be friends with one celebrity, legitimately friends with one celebrity, who would it be?
I don't know. I honestly, I like, I recognize the people that I recognize, but I don't. I know nothing about these people and their personalities.
If I had to pick, I think I would want to be friends with Brendan Lee Mulligan.
Yeah. Okay. See, I didn't even think about him. Honestly, 50 Cent just seems like a troll. Um, more and
He's
more.
funny and he is a troll.
What was it? Somebody. There was a comedian that said something like, with every new bit of trolling that 50 Cent does, we're starting to realize that maybe the person that shot him had a point.
Maybe there was a good reason.
Maybe there
You
was
don't
a
get
reason
shot
why
nine
they shot
times.
him. Yeah,
You
what
shoot
if
someone
like
9 times.
what if the person shot him, like shot at him once and then he kept making jokes so the guy actually shot him, but then he kept making jokes so the guy just kept on shooting him, right? And he seems like the
If
type
you've been if
that
you've
he'd
been
be
shot
like,
7 to
"Oh,
8 times and you
that's
still
it."
making jokes,
Be like, "Oh, that's it. You ain't going to kill me, bitch."
you ain't hit no vital organs. You ain't hit no.
Is this the best you got? Is this the best you got? Oh, I hit your ex better than this. Right, like,
I hit your ex better than this is crazy to say to someone who shot you. That's wild. That's
um,
wild to say to someone.
celebrities I've met though, um, or I've seen slash met. Uh, I met a Luis Guzman, the actor,
Okay.
when I worked in downtown Manhattan. I saw I saw Travis McCoy, Travi, from
Oh
Gym Class
man,
Heroes. Uh,
love Travi.
I saw Busta Rhymes. I saw Queen Latifah.
Yes,
I've seen Genuine. I actually got a picture with Genuine. Uh,
dope, dope.
this one guy from an acapella group that was really popular for a while. Um, who else? I I worked security as a like at a Drake concert once in college. We didn't really get to meet him though. Like we were set up in position. Oh, uh, Ralph is frozen again. We were all set up in position when they all started coming out. Um, is that it? I feel like that might be it. I feel like, oh, the Big Show, the wrestler. Ralph, you're still frozen for me. But yeah, the Big Show. It was at Five Guys in the airport. But we weren't open yet. And I was still like getting all the bacon ready to go. I was still right, like it was like I think we opened at 5:30 in the morning, so this had to be like 4:30, like 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock. So still too early for me to like actually start to serve him or give him anything. But like I guess late enough that he was there and hungry enough, right? Like I think he wanted a burger, but I was still like making the bacon and the grilled onions and shit. And those they take some time to do, and then you got to clean off the grill and all this other stuff. I'm just gonna keep on talking until Ralph comes back. Everybody can enjoy this screenshot of him as I keep on chatting. I have no idea who that is, but that sounds pretty cool. Uh, um. Yeah, it looks like he disconnected. Maybe he'll come back. Um. What else? Yeah, I don't know, man. I like. I think it's interesting to meet some famous people. But I have this real thing with celebrity. I don't like celebrity in general. Ah, okay, cool. I think like we've got this weird relationship with famous people where we forget that they're just people and they seem more like symbols or like idols instead of like actual people. And it's like, yeah, this person farts just like we do. Like, this person has probably thrown up for no reason, just like us. Like, yeah, way too much. It's so dumb. It's unnecessary. And I think like because of that, right? Like kids these days see celebrities and give them way more credit, right? Like they think that because they're famous, that means that what they have to say like has more weight, and that's not true. Like success in one field does not give you authority or wisdom or intelligence in others. So like yeah, kind of stay in your lane. But also like I'm gonna stay in my lane, and my lane is citizen. This is how I feel. This is my opinion. Square up if you don't like it. Yeah, truly. Like the parasocial relationships that people create with uh look at that man's dick. You see it? I saw it. Um yeah, I feel like if another one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of social media is like influencers uh start to pull attention or direct attention towards things that we didn't need them for. Like, oh, oh, you don't know about LDR.
Oh God,
You don't
no! I
know
knew you
about
were gonna say it.
LDR.
Oh God.
This man, certified anaconda, actually terrifying. Fucking. You know what I should have done? I
I,
should have just dissociated and looked out the window for a couple seconds. I should have just
not the trauma.
fucking uh add in like a heartbeat
The
sound,
trauma
like in
staring off into the distance is
uh
killing me.
you remember uh I mean, in a lot of first person shooters, right? Once you start getting hurt, like you hear the heartbeat sound, everything else sounds like muffled a little bit.
I'm still mad that you really introduced me to one of your cousins as LDR, and she
Yes.
knows me as LDR.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so
Yeah,
mad about that.
when she asks about you, she asks about LDR. She doesn't ask about Ralph.
Oh my
Which
God.
I love that. I think it's so funny.
Just killing me, man.
Nah, you'll be all right. It's great. It's funny. Um, actually, that's kind of a funny thing. Fucking, one of my friend or a friend of a friend, ended up checking out one of my cousins, or at least there's a picture that makes it look like he was checking out one of my cousins, and she liked to joke with him about it, and he seemed to get really upset whenever the joke came up. Uh, which I don't know. I
Was
just
he
think that's
if
funny.
if he was smooth and really trying to get the number, that would have been a good.
Yeah,
He
it's
could have
a
flipped
good
that.
segue. It's a good segue. Um, but yeah, I don't know that it. I don't know that it worked. I don't know that it worked. Um, 4:20. You know what that means? It's 20 minutes after 4 p.m. That being said, we're starting to wind down. I think people. This has been fun. Thank you for coming in, checking us out.
It's
Um,
pulling up as always.
we want to try to do this around 2 p.m. Uh, we generally, I think we're starting with every other week, but we might
Mhm,
get comfortable with doing it weekly at some point.
mhm.
And honestly, I might start sprinkling in some gaming streams here and there, whether it's a chill gaming stream or raging uh, at at rivals, because
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
next time we're
great.
playing Rivals, we should just stream it. Honestly,
I will see about that because it takes a lot of bandwidth, honestly,
fair.
and I got to make sure that it actually works out here. Um, but yeah, yo, secret. I will honestly, I'll go watch you, or I'll at least throw you up on the side, on one of the screens so I can watch you play. Okay, before we go, let's just one last thing. Uh, if you could, okay. Um, if you could control one weather phenomenon, what would it be? Everybody, people in chat, type this in. Tell me how you
Like
feel.
to be able to summon a specific type of weather.
Yes, you can control how big, how small, but it's a specific phenomenon and only that one, right? So like if you choose tornado, it's tornadoes and not all wind, right? If you
Mhm.
choose heat, it's heat and not cold, right? Okay, we got a lightning storm coming in. That's kind of cool. Okay,
Hurricane.
hurricanes, that's fucked up, but also I fuck with it. If you live in the
If
South, you could protect a lot of people and also menace a lot of people.
there's a small petty part of me that wants to control like freezing rain and just have it always freezing raining on certain exes' houses. But because you know that real cold rain,
yeah. I know exactly
yeah,
what
like
rain you're
that.
talking about.
Yeah,
That rain from high up in that atmosphere.
that rain that you're just like, oh, this sucks, like
Yeah.
that kind of rain.
Yeah.
But honestly, if we're being honest, I would want to control like just sunny days. I would like to be able to summon a
Ooh,
sunny day.
okay. Okay. I fuck with that. Um if I were going to be evil, I would say hail. I could
Jeez.
fuck up anybody and everybody's day with some hail. Oh, you're trying to take a trip somewhere? I'm gonna summon massive hail that destroys the roads over there. Right? Like,
Damn.
even if I'm not doing something to like hurt you directly, I'm gonna do something to inconvenience you. Um, but like, on a personal tip, I would probably say like overcast skies, like gray, cloudy, overcast skies. I would, man, I love it so much. I'm a big fan, especially the wind that follows. I would, every time I'm having a bad day or every time that it's too warm for me, it's time. Come on, let's have this cloud follow me. Like toss it up. Pretend I'm tying it on myself like it's a balloon or something. Uh,
Literally talking about us getting Pokemon moves. Ralph, you sunny day.
yeah.
Lobo, use
um.
hail.
All right. Is there anybody else in chat that wants to contribute? We are always looking for more people to join this weird little friend group that we have growing here. Um, I I like chatting with these people. It's really fun talking to you guys and hearing the things that you guys think about the weird things that I think. Um, because at the end of the day, we're all people. And I'm
I love how we're reaching our peak number of viewers toward the when we're wrapping up.
right as we're getting ready to wrap up. Because look, respectfully, it is Sunday and people still need to adult. I'm probably gonna wash some clothes. I finished cooking my I did my food prep already for the week.
Good man.
Thankfully, or at least I did. I'm gonna be honest. I lied. I just lied to you. I definitely did some of my meal prep for the week. Uh, uh, See, I don't know. Maybe we need to start later, or maybe people just need to start pulling up a little bit earlier.
The thing about is that Sundays I have a standing um
Oh yeah, that's right. You play D and
thing.
D on
Every
Sundays.
7 p.m. Sundays I'm playing D&D, so I want to be able to have at least a little bit of time between this and that cuz as soon as we get off, I'm going to get something to eat. I am hungry.
And if you guys in chat don't agree with that, shame this man. Shame him right now. Voice your opinions in chat. Go ahead and text us and tell you how you feel about it.
How
Um,
about instead of shaming me, we gift some subs and make some donations so I can get something to eat? I
Ooh,
think that's what we
okay.
should do.
Damn, that's real smart. That was really good. Actually, I might be able to can I still run a sale on gift subs? Uh Here,
Yeah,
let
I
me see.
usually have games once every 2 months. This has been one of the few times I've had a game that's been very, very consistent. Like we've missed one or two, but we've been playing the Sunday game for a whole year, and I think I can count on my hands how many sessions we've missed.
Wow. See, look, I will say I feel like okay, it's on right now. Thank you so much for letting me know.
Yeah,
Um Look, cuz respectfully, we try and get that money. um
mm, mm, get money,
okay,
mm,
Bobby.
mm,
Okay,
get
Bobby.
money.
Actually, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm working on I kind of want to try running a game, but it's been so long and I honestly I don't know that I have the attention span for it. But I'm not going to know until I try. Uh that being said, I'm in a Starfinder 2E game right now. And it is it is so crunchy. There are so many numbers. There are just so many numbers.
I see
Um,
you. You that just walked in. Follow
yeah,
you that just came in
yeah,
here. You, I'm talking to you.
yeah. Keep walking in here and fucking and not following the stream. What's wrong with you? We're gonna, you know what? We're gonna follow you home. How about that? Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. I take it back.
I just scared 3 people away. It went from 8 to 5 so fast.
Honestly, being a good DM is yeah, it's tough and it's gonna take practice.
It's a
Um,
lot of work.
I
It's
think,
a lot of
yo,
work.
as a matter of fact, brother, you have a built-in party at home. Force your kids, make them sit at the table so you can practice DMing. To make,
Dad, we don't want to role play anymore. That's too
I
damn bad.
I don't want to be a rogue. You can't do
That's
anything
too damn
else.
bad. That's too damn bad. You keep rolling.
Well, you got to start them young. Actually, look, as long as they're not swallowing the dice, they're old enough, I think. Um, I think so for the rest of the day. I'll probably do some laundry. I also want to make some more dice. It's been a while since I made some, and I want to work on a new orange set and see what that looks like.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm probably gonna call it a night early today. I'm probably gonna see if I get to bed around like 8:30. I'm trying to get back into the gym. I'm really trying to push myself. I'm trying to. I'm look at a certain point. You gotta make a commitment to yourself. And that's the one I like. I'm trying to. I'm trying to keep.
I think that's a good sentiment to end on. Make a commitment to improving yourself. Everybody try to do that before the end of next month. I was gonna say the end of the month, but the month's almost over. The end
Yeah.
of next month.
Ooh, also, just as a side note, you're right. We should end on that. I'm sorry, I keep doing this. Ralph and I were
Yeah.
talking about doing a little book club. Uh, okay, nice, good. Look, rest is just as important as going hard in the gym. It's just as important. But Ralph and I were talking about a little book club. We're discussing what books we want to read. And if other people are interested, I'm sure that there are library apps that'll allow you to take out the books for free, or you can find them online for free, or you could go to a library and take it out, or you could pay for the book. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. There was a bunch of options in there, uh, but we'll keep you guys in the know. And if you guys do want to see the scars or the damage, it'll depend. It'll be different kinds of books. If you guys do
Yeah,
want to
like
see the damage done to my hand from me being stupid from the story I told earlier, follow the Instagram page, and I will post it. Ralph, you were gonna say one last thing.
was I? If I was, I don't remember what it was.
All right, cool. We love you all. Well, I can't speak for Ralph, but I love you all. Thank you so much for coming in and chatting with
I have
us.
strong feelings for you all that I'm trying to put into.
He's not ready to take the next step with you guys. He's not ready to call it love. Um,
No, I like you guys a lot, you
yeah, there
know?
you go. That means he's not going to invite you out to the sock hop. You're not getting asked to
Not
go
the
steady.
sock hop.
He's not ready, and you better not ask him to the Sadie Hawkins dance because he is not gonna say
You,
yes.
you cannot have my class ring. We are not going steady just yet.
Ooh, darn tootin'. Look, he told you. All right. Thanks again. I love you guys. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to each other. Fucking, the world is crazy out there, and all we can do is our fucking best. All right. Love you guys.
Amen.
Good night.
Peace.